Yeah, just walking down the street here in Playa del Carmen. Pretty cool stuff to see. Very decorated, as you guys can see. Looks pretty awesome. And the topic of the video that I want to talk to you guys a bit as well is related to holidays. Actually, it was just Thanksgiving, and now we have Christmas, we have New Year's. Before that, we had Halloween. And this is kind of the set of holidays, just one after another. It's kind of a chain of holidays, which usually, for a lot of people that are on a diet or just want to lose fat, it is a difficult time of the year, right? And actually, most of the weight gain happens during this time of the year, but most people don't manage to lose it off, right? So that's kind of the situation. So pretty excited to talk to you guys a bit about this. And yeah, let's check out that Greek restaurant first and see what kind of food they have. So that should be pretty good. So we're just chilling here in the restaurant called Milos. You can see that down there. It's a famous Greek place here in Playa del Carmen. Order a whole bunch of food, and it's pretty chill Sunday night. Great to be out a little bit after the whole work day and all that stuff. So I want to talk to you guys a bit about the holidays and kind of what people end up doing for holidays, especially if you're interested in fat loss and in dieting. It is a period of the year where, judging by a research study that I just read recently, which looked at people from the United States, looked at people from Germany and Japan, about 3,000 participants, analyzed that most of weight gain actually happens during the holidays. So this 12% of the year, which is basically Thanksgiving, Christmas and New Year, results in most of the weight gain that people experience throughout the year. There's many factors for that. I actually read a great article written by Stephen Guinea, which I'm going to link in the description below for you guys, which talks about the potential causes. And I definitely agree with a lot of what Stephen has to say on the idea of a food reward and how all these tasty foods basically make us overeat a lot, and that we can't necessarily control ourselves so much. And I get a lot of questions now. Well, how do you deal with the holidays if you're on a fat loss diet? Well, my biggest tip really is not to be on a severe caloric deficit. If you're, let's say, spending time with family, with friends, and things like that, it's probably a better idea to go on a diet break and use the extra calories, even if you go a little bit above your maintenance, to fuel your performance in the gym. So use this opportunity to make gains instead of counting calories and trying to restrict yourself and be kind of aware of what everybody else is eating, because I've been that person, I've been the person who is counting calories of everybody, not just me. I'm sitting at a family dinner or lunch, and I'm like looking at everybody, what they're eating, and it's kind of like this whole obsession. Instead, what I do right now is I just enjoy the food. I don't overeat, but I don't undereat as well. I try to be mindful, make sure that I double down on protein, get a lot of veggies, enjoy pretty much a little bit of everything, and I've then used that as fuel to do a really, really good workout. And my hardest training month of the year, believe it or not, is December. When most people are on holidays, I'm in the gym. I'm training really, really hard because I get a lot of food. And typically, this is the part of the year when I am either in a lean gaining phase, which is kind of planned, right? It's kind of planned. And also, it is a phase where I am not dieting. So I don't want to be the weirdo on holidays who's dieting, who's eating 1,000 calories and complaining that everything is tasty and loaded with calories. Another kind of a common assumption that people have actually is that our bodies are kind of seeking out more food during the winter because we want to, adjust to ourselves to the winter and to the famine and all these stuff. And judging by this research study that I mentioned before, is that when they looked at people from Germany and US, of course, yes, most of the gain for holidays was in the winter. But believe it or not, it's because the holidays are in the winter. In Japan, where holidays are in May, there was the biggest weight gain. So it's not really about the time of the year, it's about the holidays themselves, which kind of puts us in that YOLO mode. We're not really that mindful. If we're not training ourselves to be mindful, we just go off the rails, and one little bite of some food that you think is quote unquote forbidden now leads to a whole bunch of overeating. And the thing is that what you're battling here is really put well together by Stephen Guinea, is that the fact that we're opportunistic eaters, right? We human beings, we're seeking opportunities where we can minimize the cost of effort, so minimize the effort and get the maximum return out of it. And holidays are a perfect opportunity for us to eat a lot of food because it is available, right? It's right there. The effort is zero. And another thing is that there's a lot of variety of it. So we're kind of going against that habituation. You know, if you, let's say you eat a pizza, the first slice is awesome. The second is kind of okay, probably not as good as the first one, but still better than the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one. You're kind of getting tired of it. This is called habituation. And it's how your taste receptors as well respond to food, is that over time you get satiated with that specific food. So this is called sensory specific satiety. But what happens with holidays is that we have so much variety of different foods that we can't even get full anymore, because once you get full with the first food, with the belly number one, there's always the belly number two, and that belly, I mean, you can just keep eating. You know, there's the good old saying, there's always room for dessert, and that is absolutely correct in times of holidays. So it is a good idea to be aware of this and try to simplify your meals that are outside of, let's say, the stuff that you have to do and you have to try out different new stuff. But there's a lot of default meals that are kind of in between traditional meals, which then you can simplify things and kind of ready yourself for the big feasts that are probably once or twice a day. Another great tip that I want to share here is use the chance to become really good at intermittent fasting, because you can fast, let's say, in the morning, so you kind of skip that first meal and push it further and further in the day. So then you can use that extra calories that you have available now to add post-workout or add to these big meals. So it kind of makes the whole calorie thing much easier to manage. And one final tip that I want to make kind of clear here is something that I see a lot of people in holidays is we use this opportunity just to focus on food too much. And I know, I've been there. I mean, I've been the guy who's in the corner, who's the introvert, who doesn't talk to anybody, who's just there to eat a lot. And I've been that guy, right? And that's not really the position what you want to be. You want to be the person who is there to socialize, there to enjoy time with family, enjoy time with friends, use this opportunity to really enjoy and relax and not think about so much about food. Because when you're using that opportunity to socialize, you will forget about eating oftentimes. And I mean, oftentimes people are forcing me to eat. And also, another point that I want to make here is when I go home or somewhere like that, where I'm in a group setting with a lot of people, I try to be the one who is on my feet. I try to, let's say, be helpful. If someone needs to take out the trash, I'm going to be one who's volunteering. If something needs to be carried, I'm going to be one who is like insisting on me getting that done. You know, you don't want to be that lazy person that is sitting on a couch or just sitting and eating, right? That's just not the favorable position for you, who's trying to build that active lifestyle, who's trying to engage with the environment where you're in, to express yourself physically. And that's something that I would say that really helps with the calorie management, because oftentimes, I mean, for holidays, gym might be closed and you're left to body weight training, or you're left to just training with some simple stuff, maybe doing push-ups or squats. And this is what I would also say is that one final tip here, because this video is just getting too long right now because I'm thinking about all the great ideas for holidays, is simplify the body weight stuff that you're doing at home. If your gym is closed, don't think about what's the best body weight workout or try to seek out products out there to buy. Just make it simple, right? It's about movement and it's about investing some time in training. So just doing, let's say, 4 or 5 sets of push-ups of like 15 to 20, and add on top of that some body weight squats, add some planks, and you're good to go, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be something 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. Maybe go for a longer walk, go for some kind of cycling or something, depending where the climate you're in. But be active a little bit. You don't have to make it very complicated. I think just the fact that you make it very complicated, you doubt that you're just not sure what to do, you become a little bit more paralyzed, and it kind of takes away the whole fun, because now you have to overthink what kind of activity you're doing, what's the best. Think more like, okay, what can I do? You know, 1 is always better than 0. 1 push-up is better than 0 push-ups. And these small things go a long way to build up that identity of the person that is active, that is living that active lifestyle. That's something you want to reinforce during the holiday period as well. And food is coming, food is ready. And I'm gonna go dive into this meal. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about that. And yeah, hope you enjoyed a little bit of tips here for the holidays, how to deal with the holidays. This is my favorite time of the year, actually, and it's a great time to make some gains in the gym. So if you guys enjoyed, let me know in the comments below. How do you spend your holidays? Do you celebrate Christmas, New Year? Do you like to party, or do you like to chill out a little bit? Do you go to the gym on holidays? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Aside from that, make sure to hit that subscribe button below to support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. just finished the awesome dinner at the Greek restaurant, and I saw this little pull-up bar here. It's like a random pull-up bar on the street, so it's a good opportunity to do a couple of pull-ups. It's not gonna burn off all the calories from it, but it is a good idea.
Well, that's how Mario came into calisthenics.